I don't know where you are now, what you've been going through, what you've been dealing with essentially on today, but I do know that many of us find ourselves in this place where you know you can do bad, but it is the people that's connected to me are helping me, but they're doing more hurt than they are help. I'm talking to somebody today who finds yourself in a John chapter 5 situation where there's a man with an infirmity and he has been sick with it for 38 years. The Bible says that Jesus is going to Jerusalem and he comes to a place where there's a pool called Bethesda. In here we find out that there's a man who is struggling, who is impotent, who is deceived in living life, laying down, thinking that this is all that there is. And Jesus comes in, sees him lying in this situation and says to him, will you be made whole? The problem that I have here in the text is where many of us pick up and say, I can identify with, I have no man, is what his response is. He's saying to the Lord, he's saying to God, he's saying out loud to everybody who is pretending to be there for him, but really not helping him, can hear him say, ain't nobody trying to help me. I don't know if it's for contextual reference, if it is for individuality purposes. I don't know if it is for edifying, if there's building, if it's more there that we miss through translation. But he says, I have no man. I'm talking to somebody on today who, this is your story. This is your testimony. This is your trial where you give insight to what brings you the most trouble in your life. Is that you'd be in a place where if you could do it yourself, you would, but you can't hear. I'm dependent on people who don't want me their dependent. I am relying on people who lie on me. I am left by people you love. You are confused by people you're trying to understand. You are manipulated by people you willingly give yourself to so that they can make help and purpose and use, and they mistreat and use you. He says, Lord, I have no man. I ain't got nobody to help show me what to do. I don't have nobody to teach me how to be a man, so I'm stuck in being an angry little boy. I have nobody to sit me down and show me the difference between the way that a real man raises his family or treats his wife. I'm trying to find out how to graduate and how to get through school, how to maintain a job and not lose my mind at home, how to control my temper, and I have nobody to help me. I got nobody who's man enough to stand up and say, I know you didn't have a father. I know you were in a place where you should have been helped, and all I did was leave you, hinder you, hurt you. Says nobody stood up for me. No, nobody stood up for me then, and nobody stands up for me now. This is story of my life, and you asking me if I want to be made whole. I don't know how. I don't know what wholeness looks like. I don't know what to do from here. You've been in a place where you've been so out of it, you don't even know how to come back. You be so into the system that you don't know anything other than jail, other than prison, other than on the system. You've never had a free day in your life, and it's no fault of your own. It's because there's been no man in your life to teach you, to help put you on the right track, in the right direction. Jesus says, will you be made whole? I'm looking at the broken parts of you, wondering, will you change the way you think? You've been broken. Can you change your projection over your past so that you can have a better future? Can you see and identify that you have the ear of God on your side in this season, and know that regardless of what you did not have, that doesn't put you in a position where you're in lack of now, because you stand in front of the greatest Father and he's asking you, do you want to be made whole? I believe here Jesus is asking, do you want it a little bit, or you want it a whole lot? Do you just want the maturity of a man, or do you want the spirituality of having a close-knit relationship with the Father? Do you want to repair the past, or are you interested in moving forward in the future? I'm trying to find out today, are you willing to be made whole? Are you willing to get up from where it's comfortable and be moved to a place that stretches you, that would strengthen you, but it will push you into your purpose when you find out where your strength really is? So you have to stop depending on them. And Jesus said, depend on him. So many issues, so many dependents. You got so much on you. You at this point where, God, I don't even know if I can get up from here. He says, somebody's always going ahead of me, but I see the angel. I know a lot of times we face situations where God is out of my control. I want it to be better, but I got no control of it. I'm trying to improve the relationship, but I have no control of it. I'm just stuck waiting, seeing it drown, seeing it die, seeing it overweight. I'm seeing it stressed out and can't do anything about it. I can see the old age coming. I can see the gray hairs growing. I can see the relationship falling apart. The marriage isn't working. The kids are astray. I can see it and can't get to it. The man said, the angel comes every day. Somebody beats me to the breakthrough. Where you are, I don't know what you've been dealing with. I don't know who she is. I'm not sure what he's done, but can I tell somebody in the room on today that Jesus is working outside of the pool today. He is land lifeguard duty today. He is on the porch of Bethesda today. He is holding on to the columns today, and maybe you don't understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you don't have to go anywhere to get to him. It's that when you can identify with Jesus has always been my father. He's always been my daddy. He's always been the one who stood in and would pick me up when I was down. You have to identify with, I may not look like much to the world, but to God I am his own. It's that Romans 1 and 8 says that you too amongst them are one of the children, one of them, one of the believers, one of the faith. You are one of Jesus's, and that God will take care of you. It don't matter if folk want to like it or leave you. It don't matter if they want to share it or slap you. It don't matter if they want to put their hands on you or if they want to pray for you in this season. Know that God said you ain't got to tolerate nothing that's under your belt. If it is above you, give it to the one that stands above it. Give those things over to God. And he says, get up from here and take that bed that you've been laying so comfortable on, put everything that will be comfort behind you and move on. I don't know who that's good for, but for somebody, you just need that part right there to say to somebody in a situation today that I am not going to lay in this bed of affliction forever.